I'm Jane Woodworth. I teach the art class once a week here at the Forest at Duke, except, of course, since COVID, we haven't been able to get together. Everybody's missed it. They've missed being with each other. They've missed seeing their pictures up on the wall. So we have decided to put a complete exhibit of anybody at TFAD that has ever worked in art, still working in art, or would like to see some of their own handmade things. Let's start with the art class, since that's where I started when I first moved here. The pictures on this wall are all the ones that the class has done. This little gallery is new from about 3 years ago. We didn't have a place to hang our pictures, and so they made a special gallery for the class. First picture we see is Diane Blair's. She's been working with color. She started out at the very first little classes in black and white, which is where we do all our basics, which I thought this was a lovely, simple little picture. The one next to those is a watercolorist, Mooney. She really does her own work. She did watercolors before she came, but she likes best working in the class. This is Heike Doan's landscape, and I forgot where. Both of these pictures are by Anne Intervention. She likes to pick out pictures of people and just does them. Heike Doan has used photographs here, her and her grandson, and another one of herself. It's called 50 Years Young. At the top, we have another one of Anne Intervention, and it's a copy that she did from a German woman painter that she loved it, so she just wanted to do another one. And last of all, here we've got Mooney. That's called Swimmer's Moon for the class. And it's just, but now we're going to expand the art gallery just for this one time. I don't know how long it'll be in the hall, but for a good long while, I'm sure, with COVID going on. As we walk up, you will see more of the work on the right side. This is done a number of years ago by our Joan Cohen, who is known for her clay work. This is an oil painting. And we have over here a woodworking piece, and this was done by Tom Bevins. Tom is head of our housekeeping department, but he does this as a hobby. Most of these things in the cabinet were too delicate to put out, but we have everything from handmade wood to really fabulous jewelry, specialty woodworking, handmade books. And over in the corner, it's hard to see with the glass, but we have a beaded bouquet of flowers. And as we go further down, here's a drawing from one of our new artists who've moved in lately, Robin Sloan. This is black and white and graphite. Now, the wall next shows a number of pieces of hand-knitted shawls, scarves, table runners. The first one is hand-knitted These are woven, hand woven. She has her own loom. And some small little fun pictures. This is Kim Lampi. She is in our Legacy Division. Joan Boyd, who is practically a resident artist. She spends a lot of time doing her own artwork down in the studio. And this is photography by Sharon Dexter, who had a vineyard, she and her husband, up in the hills of Virginia. Now, the next number of pieces are photography by Bennett Galef. And these are different countries. You will have to read on the paper where we'll have it out front, and it tells what countries these came from. At the very last, here is a piece that was made in about the middle of our pandemic that Joe Mooney felt was very relative. At this end of the show, I put one of my larger pieces in, mostly because it's bright, and it ends the show. Next we have Ellen's with a lily pond. That's an oil. We have a new person who just saw our sign that said we needed some artists who would like to show, and she does decoupage, which is just wonderful. Jean Boyd has done 2 more. You've already seen one, and this is her basic type of work. Another one from Durant. And this is a wonderful piece of a surprise. Elizabeth stopped me in the hall when I was doing other things. She said, "Oh, I didn't know you were doing this." So she said, "Would you like to see my cross stitch?" And I said, "Sure." And here is her whole family. This is their family saying. And this is another person who did the same thing. She says, "Oh, I've got something I think would be fun to hang." Jenny Milanix. And she made this 50 years ago. We have another knitted, lovely shawl. And another piece. Now this is a desert piece that she picked up the pieces of wood out in the desert in, probably Arizona or New Mexico, and she made the form herself with the wood. Here we have glasswork by Robin Sloan. 3 pieces that she has worked on, and on either side we have acrylic paintings that by Kevin, who is in our maintenance area of the forest. Another longtime artist is Catherine Shelburne. You've seen her other work, but this I think no one's seen. This is the first time she has shown it here. This is another small abstract work of mine. And over here we have Joan Cohen's, one of her pieces of clay that she hasn't shown around here. And I've put in a couple of pieces of slumped glass, which is different from stained or otherwise, which you can read about in the folders. And here we have another one of the more professional artists, Sharon Parker, who does the wool felt, hand felt. And her husband, Sharon Parker, who does photography and has written books about it. I hope everyone enjoys this. We'll leave it up for as long as we can, or as long as it's needed. Thank you.